Judge, today's case is Caught Up.
Caught up. That's exactly what this young lady is. Caught up with a man who shows her no love and no care. Caught up is what a lot of women are. Make sure it isn't you.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Abril, Syncere, Ellis, and Mark Hill. The two of you have been together for 5 years, but you don't want to be together anymore. Ms. Ellis, you are suing Mr. Hill for $500 for damage you caused to your own car. So we're going to get to that momentarily, but before we do, Ms. Ellis, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why we're here today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here today because I'm in love with a man who blatantly disrespects me, cheats on me, and lies to me. Let me tell you, so one day we went out to dinner, and it was a good night, you know what I'm saying? Good night, we come home, you know, have sex and everything. In the middle of sex, his phone rings. And I'm like, I know you're not about to answer that phone. So he gets up, he goes in the closet, turns like this, and shush me as if I'm his side chick. And then he gonna come back to the bed like, it's all good. 5 minutes later, like, we about to still have sex. No, we're not. We're not doing none of that.
Mr. Hill, did you do that?
I did do it, Your Honor. I ain't even gonna lie. You know?
And walk me through that.
And what happened was, she's right. We was having sex and my phone rung. And when it rung, I picked up the phone. I went and excused myself from the bedroom and had a conversation. The lady I had a conversation with was an older lady I messed with, one of my clients. She helped pay some of the bills and I wasn't trying to, you know, get that bills not paid. Yeah. I already told Syncere about it, but, you know.
But in the middle of sex, you could have called her back 15 minutes or however long
I
it
could
takes.
have, but, you know, I had the woody woo.
You didn't.
I had the woody woo.
No, you didn't.
It wasn't
no,
going
you
down
didn't.
like that.
Tell me anything else. Tell me another story.
I'm going out with my cousin, and she was gonna pick me up. His car is in the shop, so he used my car. He said, I'm gonna go out. I don't know what he's gonna do. But he left. And I'm still in the house because my cousin was running late. It was about 2 hours late, you know, we're females. So he comes in the house with a female. And I'm looking, I'm like, what's going on? Oh, this is my cousin. Okay, I've never met his cousin, so I believed him. So I'm just getting dressed, you know, I'm all up on him, kissing him and everything. And then she's like, oh, well, by the way, we've been sleeping together for 3 months. What? And you in my house, first of all. And then you gonna come to me and tell me that y'all been sleeping together for 3 months. So I asked him and he's like, the stupid look. So after all of that, that's how I'm suing him for $500 because he left in my car to take her back home. So I got my bat and I bust the windows out my driver's seat window because I was trying to get to him. So after that, I took all his clothes, all his expensive clothes, shoes. I took him to the homeless shelter. So somebody walking around here looking real nice right now.
All right, so.
Mr. Hill, your response?
So, you know, I'm a man of my word, and I did do those things. And I apologize to her multiple times. So, you know, I did see the girl as my cousin. I thought she was gonna go along with it, but unfortunately she didn't. She got her feelings hurt.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Hill? You know, people philander all the time. It's not good, it's not right. But how did you think you could get away with that level of disrespect, bringing the side piece right next to the main piece and not think anything would happen? I mean, you ain't that bad.
My booty was good now. But
well, you ain't that bad because your windows got broken out, so.
Well, you know, hey, she came in the house and said, that's my cousin. She's supposed to go along with it, but she didn't go along with it. So I said, look, let's roll.
Was she aware she was the side chick?
Oh, she was aware, because I told her about
But she just didn't know her role.
She obviously feelings came out. So I got in the car, I said, get in the car, let's roll. We rolling. Here she come, running out the car. Boom, broke her window. Hey, I shouldn't pay for that. That's her car. She broke it.
Ms. Ellis, anything else to tell me?
I know one time I wanted to go to a family cookout. And I said, hey, babe, let's go to your family cookout. He's like, no, I don't want to go. Okay, well, you know what? It's the 4th of July. My birthday's on the 2nd. I'm going to my family's cookout. He didn't want to come, so I left. I come home, he's not there. I call him, 12 o'clock, no answer. 1 o'clock, no answer. 2 o'clock, no answer. I tracked his phone. So I drive about 30 minutes out my way to go find him. His car at the time was parked outside. So I go knock on the door. I don't know who neighborhood this is. I know he's in this house, so I got real ghetto. Mark, come outside. Come outside, Mark. I know you in the house. I know you in the house. This ain't your house. Why are you answering the door? And when he comes to the door, he had on his boxers and no shirt. So I pushed him in the house, and I go in, and so it's a female upstairs, standing in her panties and bra. Oh, hi. Wait, what? What's going on? He said to me that he had to put her in the bed because she was drunk. He said he had to take his clothes off because he had to help her. That don't make sense. What do you mean that you had to take off your clothes to help her?
Mr. Hill,
All right.
your response to that would be
I'm
what?
gonna tell you the truth. The girl I bought, it was a little chick I picked up, and I was like, look, we're going to a cookout. Just come on, have a good time. I didn't want to bring her because she knows her little, she have an attitude all the time. Prior to that night, we had an argument, so I would definitely not bring her. So I, scoop, woo, hey, you want to come and hang out with me and my cousins at the cookout? She came, Next thing you know, I went back to the house. It went down a little bit, Sierra happened to come and see me in my boxes and stuff like that, but she wasn't supposed to be home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that was her fault.
Yeah, that's her fault. Wrong timing. Look, I'm gonna get to the point. She talk about trust. All right, I got a folder right here.
Okay,
and I don't believe nothing she say. We both got trust issues.
Okay, now you explain your trust issues with her to me.
The trust issue I got with her is that you should see her Instagram. You can look at the folder, look at the pictures and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm a model and all that. She got videos and stuff like that. Look at the screen.
You got a video?
I got a video.
All right, let me see the video.
Oh, yeah, you do. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? You trust your woman like that? You see that? I don't see the comments in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at all that. Feeding and entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe that she's cheating on you at all?
I had my boy that she don't know hit her up on Instagram and write her a message, and she respond back and flirting back and forth, and she sent her number. That was the bait right there. That's all I needed.
And what did you do when you found that out? Did you confront her with it?
Oh, we had a long powwow. Have a long conversation.
Ms. Ellis, I gotta ask you something. How much sense does it make for you to tear up your stuff, his stuff, or any stuff because you're angry?
In my defense, I can't kill him.
Do you ever talk about your infidelities with her?
No. He goes off subject just like he doing. What this video got to do anything? I'm only doing the same thing he liked when he first met me.
If I talk to her about it, she'll get angry, get mad, kick me out, donate my clothes again.
Do you feel at all insincere and unkind and foul when you have a woman, you say she is your woman, but you keep sleeping with other women?
I do. Driving to work, I'd be like, dang, I got to start being a better man for her. But she needs to start being a better woman than me.
In what way?
More nurturing. I had a long day at work, come downstairs and comfort me. She don't do things like that no more.
You know why, right?
It's probably my part, though.
Because you were trifling somebody. And don't nobody want to take care of a trifling somebody.
All right, I'll take that. And you're right.
You ain't got no choice but to take it. You say you can't talk to her about anything because she gets emotional. Explain that to me.
Oh, she get emotional. She want to hit, break windows,
Yeah.
donate clothes, PlayStation broken. Every time she get mad, I'm like, oh, I got to have everything in the house.
Ms. Ellis, I got to ask you something. How much sense does it make for you to tear up your stuff, his stuff, or any stuff because you're angry?
In my defense, I can't kill him. So I break his stuff, and I'm not replacing it. He is. I broke my car windows out. It's cool. It was an old car anyways. It don't matter. I'm not replacing none of his stuff. He goes out and he dogs me out like I'm a piece of trash.
Ms. Ellis, why did you stay with him 5 years? I mean, he wasn't even close to acting right. He wasn't even trying to do it on the down low. He was bringing his side pieces to the crib.
I didn't know that. I did not know that those were his side pieces. I legit.
But once you found out, you broke his car window and then stayed.
Because that's all I know. I don't know nobody else.
How old are you?
28.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
I've been with him for 5 years, and I love him, and I don't want to start over.
I can have a disease for 5 years, but I still want to get rid of it. I'm used to the disease. I know what it's like. I know the pain that it brings me, but I still want to get cured. You need to get cured of this particular disease. Don't go out there and destroy your community. You need to defend it. You cannot defend your community when you're hurting people on an ongoing basis. It is rude, tacky, trifling, and low down, and you have an obligation to people other than yourself and your nether regions. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. Now, I don't think I'm the only one who sees what I see. Your cousin sent us a tape because she wanted to talk to me. So it's Marquita Briscoe, and she sent me a tape, and I want you to turn around and we're gonna watch it.
He's cheated on her more than 20 times. And I would say about maybe twice a month with different people, or when he takes her car, because he takes her car often. So when she doesn't have a ride, she calls me. And I'm like, well, where's your vehicle? And she says, well, Mark have it. Where's Mark? He's not answering. You don't answer, you with the female, put two and two together, don't be dumb about it. Pretty much when he takes a car, he's usually going with some female. It's not work. I don't care what type of work he says he does, what clients he's meeting. No. Come on now. And then on top of that, if we go out, say it's like a group of us and we go have like a double date or just a function, he'll look at other females. You know these things. He's disrespecting you in your face and you're doing nothing but staying.
Has it gotten better or worse over the years?
It's gotten worse. Sometimes, like, no lie, I just feel like Fred Sanford, I want to join Elizabeth too. Like, I just cannot take it no more. It's just one thing after the next. And like I said, I stay with him because I love him, and the sex is good. I'm not gonna lie.
Good sex is rampant. It's not just him. Letting you know.
Well, put your business on Facebook.
Okay, hey! I won't talk about the money. I'm doing everything out of order because I got my reasons. I'm gonna talk about the money first, then I'm gonna talk to him, and then I'm gonna talk to you. The money, $500. You can't tag him financially for the foolishness that you do. I don't care whether he was the impetus for the foolishness. I don't care whether he was the reason you got upset or not, but you're responsible for what you do. The way to respond to that kind of crap is to do what I'm about to do. I'm gonna show you in a minute. Don't do what the environment allows you to do. Don't go out into my community and tear up all the women in it. Don't go out there and destroy your community. You need to defend it. You cannot defend your community when you're hurting people on an ongoing basis. It is rude, tacky, trifling, and low down, and you have an obligation to people other than yourself and your nether regions. And if you're not a better man than that, what you need to do is tell the women that you get with that you ain't about nothing, that you ain't right, that you ain't good. And I'm telling you, There's some women out there whose self-esteem is so low, they will still ride with you. I remember one time I was in college. This guy, I met him, we went out, and he says, I want to tell you something. I'm not about relationships. And I said, cool, thank you. Never saw him again. But that's something that you are obligated to do. But you're foul and you're no good, and I want you to get out. Nick?
Oh.
There will be no recovery in this matter, so just go. That, my lady, is how you treat a man who ain't no good. You put him out. Now, I can only get so tied up in how you feel because you can't make people do right by you, but you can decide how often you let them do you wrong, and you keep letting them do you wrong. You get indignant and upset and hurt and destroyed. He's tearing up your self-esteem. You can't, you feel horrible all the time, but you continue to choose to do so, as if he's going to change. Why would he change? You never leave. Women tell me all the time, I don't want to start over. What do you mean? What do you mean? It doesn't get any uglier than this. You feel horrible. You are never secure, you're never happy, and you continue to choose it because you're too afraid to take that move. I'm gonna give you a book. It's called Dear Sonali, Letters to a Daughter I Never Had. I got a whole chapter on how to get rid of a dude and what you should do. You are who you are. You are your mind, your abilities, your effort, your achievements. Having him adds nothing to you other than pain and agony. What for? What for if you don't hear anything else today? He'll never get any better. He will only get worse. Why sign on for that type of hell? And let me tell you something. If you're afraid you just can't get another dude, because I know the market's tight, I get that part. But if you're afraid you'll never get another dude, isn't it better to be happy and whole and feel good about yourself by yourself than it is to feel low and degraded and unloved with another dude? Not to mention, he can give you diseases. It's not a loss. You can be happy on your own. You really can. You do not need a man to define you. A man should be an option, not a definition. You with me? Move on, love on, but hey, he's gonna call. Cause he knows where you're weak. You should delete his number. You should write on the walls all over your house, he's trifling, no good, don't take him back. But please, hey, we can get you a tape of the show and I can holler at you every day about what a fool you been for this particular trifling individual. You understand what I'm telling you? Move on, go on. You are gorgeous. Gorgeous. And you have far more value than he's able to give you. Best of luck to you. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered. Syncere, I want to tell you sincerely. I know you're hurt. Well, one day you're gonna see this is the best thing that ever happened to you. You've been so stuck living in pain. It is fun getting out and be free. You haven't been left. You're leaving him. Remember that.
Hearing what she's saying and, feel kind of embarrassing, I'm gonna be a better man. Obviously, she said she won't be no more, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack my things and get out.